Hey girl, hey, I hope when this video finds you, you're in the best of health, mentally, spiritually, and physically. So, today I want to talk about manifestation. Is it taking you forever to manifest? Does it seem like you're not manifesting? Does it seem like it's hard for you to manifest? Does it seem like things are not coming through for you? I've got your answer, so stay tuned. Okay, so first thing I want to let you know is the main thing that they leave out is that you have to be connected to God. You have to be connected to Source. You have to be connected to God. What is manifestation? Manifestation is the idea that you can bring a positive outcome into your life by simply claiming it is yours and believing it will happen. What is faith? Faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. Same thing. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you have to just be connected to Source. You have to stay connected to something. You have to believe in something much bigger than yourself. You have to believe that God is going to move mountains for you. You have to believe that God is going to do the unthinkable for you. You have to believe that God is going to move mountains for you. You have to believe that God is going to do all these things of which you desire. You have to believe Him wholeheartedly. You have to. So one of the things that you can do, that I've done, I've been on my journey for 7 years now, going on 8, but for the past 4 years has been like really, 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 really deep, like on a spiritual journey. Just like I've really been able to put together, and connect the dots of my life, of why I went through certain things, why certain people came in and out of my life. Like I have really been able to connect the dots and like really see my purpose and see what like I'm here for, and I feel like I've cracked the code, and it just feels amazing. I love the feeling. But one of the things that you can do, and one of the things that you should do, is compartmentalize your thoughts. You have to compartmentalize your thoughts. You have to sit down. You have to have this quiet time. You have to set an intention. You have to have an intention. You have to know your why. You have to know your motive. You have to have an intention as to what it is, why it is that you want this thing. Why do you want this thing? Why do you want to do this thing? Where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Is what you're thinking about now going to be important 5 years from now? You know what I'm saying? You have to be very logical with yourself and keep it real with yourself. That's for one. You know what I'm saying? So first thing first is put God first. You know what I'm saying? Keep your faith. Again, faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you keep your faith up. Another great thing is to wake up between 3 and 5 in the morning. This is the time to reflect on what you want, on the things that you visualize, on the things that you have in your heart set, and the things that you see yourself doing. When you get a vision in your mind and you see something in your mind, God put it there. God put it there. You have to do the work. You have to believe that this thing is yours, and that this thing can be yours, and that God can do this thing for you, and that this thing can come to pass for you. That's your job. You know what I'm saying? God will move the mountain for you, but you have to be able to stand there and like withhold whatever it is that you have to do to be able to get through, because God will do what you can't, but you have to do what you can. You know what I mean? So wake up between 3 and 5 o'clock in the morning. At that time, I feel like it's really important, because not that you have to stay up for the rest of the day, but if you wake up anytime between then, you can get up for at least a half an hour, wake up for an hour, and that time your mind is so quiet, everything is shut, there's no distractions, it's just you versus you, and you can actually reflect on all the things you want. You're going to hear all these downloads. You're going to hear the Holy Spirit talking to you. You're going to hear your intuition. You're going to get all the answers of what you need, because all the answers that you need and that you're searching for out here for, they're not out here. They're in here. You have to search deep within. You have to go within yourself to get those answers and get those things out of you, because they're in here. The answer lies within you. And that's where people go so wrong. They're relying on just instant gratification. They're relying on people. They're relying on places. They're relying on things to, when things come through for me, then I'll be happy. Then when this happens for me, then I'll change. No, you have to make the decision to change right now. It's a you versus thing right now. You are where you at right now because you created it. And I know it sounds so cliche, and I know it sounds kind of harsh. even hearing somebody tell you, hey, you are where you are. I know that your circumstances, all of them you couldn't help. I went through things that there's no way that I created. There's no way that I could have manifested those things for myself. They just happened to me, but they made me stronger. People hurt me, but it's my choice to stay there. And I'm not going to stay there. I'm going to create my life. Okay? Because the best way to create your future is, the best way to predict your future is to create it. You know what I'm saying? So you must stay grounded on your vision and the things of which you want. And you have to make sure you understand that thoughts create things. Words create worlds. You have to make sure you remember that. So wake up at 3 to 5 o'clock in the morning, reflect on all the things you want. You know, of course, put God first, say your prayer, have that quiet time, give some gratitude for everything you have. You know, when you go in, when you go out, everywhere you walk, that you're blessed, that you're safe, that you're healthy, for all the things that you have, for all the things you look around and you see, you know what I'm saying? And write things down. It's so important when you take that pen to that paper and you write it down. It's almost like you're writing like a contract with yourself. And like this, like, it's almost like it's already becomes reality before you even see it, because you wrote it down, and it just does this thing. It's like a magic thing that it does when you write it down. It's like this oath that you set with yourself, you know what I mean? And it's like, I've written so many things down, and like there are things that I never thought that I could see, or that, you know, were so far out of arm's reach, and like they are coming to pass. Like I am seeing them, like I am experiencing them, and I know this is real. And it's such a wonderful thing. You know, meditate, you know, close your eyes, concentrate on your breath for at least a minute or two. You know, take a nice deep breath in, nice deep long breath out, you know, in through your nose, out through your mouth. Concentrate on your breathing. Don't think about anything else. You know, don't think about what happened yesterday, how this one made you feel, what this one said, where this one went, why this is happening to you, why this is not happening to them, why they're, you know, have such a great life and your life is not as great. Don't concentrate on all those things. Concentrate on your vision. Concentrate on those things, and that mental picture that you have in your head. My mental picture is different from your mental picture. My vision is different than your picture. Everybody's picture looks different. So you have to make sure you concentrate and you water your picture. And that is that mental vision that you have in your head. The things that you see yourself doing, the places that you see yourself going. Like, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? Who are you going to be 5 years from now? Are the things that you stressing going to matter 5 years from now? You have to be very logical with yourself and just keep it so real with yourself. Please keep it so real with yourself. Especially if you're in your 30s and you're in your 40s and you know, and up. It's time that you keep it real with yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to keep it real with anybody, keep it real with you. So, you know, faith frames who you are, our existence, our values, our hopes, our dreams. So just be very faithful when you write it down. Just know that it is yours. Know that it's coming. There's a divine timing for everything. So, you know what I'm saying? It's due season. Just in that time of you waiting, just be so grateful. Be so happy for others. Be just a light, you know, like an illumination, you know what I mean? Because when you have that light, you can go into any room and light up that room by not even talking, just with your presence. You know what I'm saying? So when you wake up at this time, you reflect on all those things, you write it down, you spend time with God, you give gratitude, you meditate. You know what I'm saying? You reflect on those things. So when you're going back to sleep, those things are going so deep into your subconscious. And right now, you are not in a state where you're distracted by people, places, things. At this time, you're so clear. You're hearing yourself. You're hearing your thoughts. You're hearing the answers to, you know, the questions that you have daily. And when you go to sleep, these things are going to dive so deep in your subconscious mind. And they're going to, you know, you're going to go to sleep for a little while. You're going to get up. And it's going to feel like you get up with this, like, new insight, clarity, gratitude, creativity, joy, and you're not going to be able to explain it. And you keep doing that every single day. Like, it's just going to be a part of you. It's just going to be a part of your being. You know what I mean? It's just going to be so natural. So, you know, if God says he's working everything out for your good, just believe it. Just believe it. And just believe with those things that you haven't seen yet. Just believe them. Believe that they are coming. You know what I'm saying? Manifestation is the idea that you can bring a positive outcome into your life by simply claiming it is yours and believing it will happen. So, you know what I'm saying? Don't see things as barriers. See things as bridges. You know, if somebody hurt you, don't stay there. It is your choice to stay there. It is your choice to open that wound. It is your choice where you go in your mind. You can go left, you can go right, you can go straight. You know what I'm saying? It is your choice. That ball is in your court every single day. Where your mind goes, that's where you are letting it go, because you have full control of that. You know what I mean? And where the mind goes, man follows. So just always remember, words create worlds. Thoughts become things. This is all a part of the manifestation thing. You know, when I dove deep into the manifestation thing, it was all about, when I got to the nitty gritty of it, I just realized that it was all about just taking the limitations off my life, just taking all the limitations that I had on my life, just removing those limitations off my life, and just knowing that everything that I could be, I could have, and I could do anything that I want in this world. That is not just for them, it's not just for that few, that it is for me, that I can have it. And just write it down, guys, write it down. It is so important to write it down. Focus on those things every single day. When you wake up, you're going to start focusing on those things. You're going to start implementing things. You're going to start getting so creative. You're going to get ideas. You know, you're just going to just have like this just new clarity. And like, you know, don't sit there and think of your life being as lost time, or you know, you're sitting there trying to make up for lost time, and you're in your later years and now you're sitting there trying to make up for lost time. Like, don't do that. Don't do that. Create something for yourself. Create an amazing future for yourself. Create something for yourself. It wasn't lost time. You got so much smarter from it. You gained so much wisdom. You gained so much knowledge from it. It wasn't a waste of time. It was preparation. It was seasoning. God was seasoning you. He was seasoning you. He was pruning you. And that, my friends, happened. And you are a new person. And it's going to show, and you're going to manifest. You're going to see these things come into fruition. You just have to believe them. Make sure you write them down. Have that quiet time. Meditate. Believe it with all your heart and soul. Feel it. Feel it in your bones. Feel yourself touching it. Feel the smell. Feel how it's going to make you feel. If it makes you cry, let it out and cry. Feel it so deep within. Like if it is yours, and like you already have it. That is faith. That is faith. All this manifestation stuff and all this energy and all this stuff going around, this new age stuff, it equals faith. It goes back to our Father. It goes back to the source. It goes back to being connected. It goes back to being plugged into Him. He is the way. He is the truth, and He is the life. And He is working everything out for your good. And He will never leave or forsake you. He will never leave or forsake you. And He is working for you. Even when you don't see it, He is working. He is working. He's been so loyal and so good to you, and you know that. So now it is your time to put your best foot forward. Believe in yourself. Believe in the people that believe in you. Believe in your dreams. Believe in your vision. Take the necessary steps to implement them, to be able to, you know, have them come into reality. Turn your dreams into reality. They're right there. They're right there at your reach. Your time is not coming. It is now. It is here and now. And it is your job to be able to receive it. If you're new here, thank you so much. If you haven't yet liked or subscribed, please do. Support my channel. As always, stay prayed up. Keep your head up. Keep your chin up. Stay positive. Don't let anyone steal your joy. And I will catch you all next time. Bye.